All right. So what is this verse? The fifth one. Fifth one starts with Hrim. ह्रीङ्काराङ्कितमन्त्रलक्षिततनो हेमाचलात् सञ्चितैः रत्नैरुज्ज्वलम् उत्तरीयसहितं कौसुम्भवर्णां शुकम् मुक्तासन्ततियज्ञसूत्रम् अमलं सौवर्णतन्तूद्भवम् दत्तं देवि धिया मयैतदखिलं सन्तुष्टये कल्पताम्. Once more. ह्रीङ्काराङ्कितमन्त्रलक्षिततनो हेमाचलात् सञ्चितैः रत्नैरुज्ज्वलम् उत्तरीयसहितं कौसुम्भवर्णां शुकम् मुक्तासन्ततियज्ञसूत्रम् अमलं सौवर्णतन्तूद्भवम् दत्तं देवि धिया मयैतदखिलं सन्तुष्टये कल्पताम्. So this is the fifth verse, which starts with Hrim. That's the first syllable. So we said this whole mantra Matruka Pushpamala Stavam. This is about the Panchadasakshari, the 15 syllables of Devi Lalita. Those who are not initiated into the Panchadasakshari, Adi Shankara, Bhagavan Adi Shankara has given it to us in this form. So that by chanting this, he says you will get the same results. And this whole work is designed in a way to do worship to Devi Lalita Devi or Lalitamba mentally. Kalpatam, kalpatam, kalpatam. All these shlokas have kalpatam, means I imagine in this way. So the first one, if you remember, was Kallololla Sitab Mritabdhi Lahari. So Ka started with Ka. Then next one is Enang Kanala Bhanu Mandala Lasat. Then it started with A. The third one is Ishanadi Padam Shivaika Phalakam. Started with E. The next one started with La. Lakshe Yogi Janasya Rakshita Jagajjale Vishale Kshane. And this one starts with Hrim. Hrinkarankita Mantra Lakshita Tano. Okay. So the first alphabet or the first letter, you put all of these together of all the 15 verses, it becomes the Panchadasakshari mantra. Okay. So what does this particular verse mean? Hrinkarankita mantra lakshita tano hemachalat sanchitaihi. Hrimkara is Hrim is one of the bijaksharas. One of the most usually you will not find Hrim as a bijakshara in many general Vedic mantras. It is usually found only around in Devi Upasana. Hrim. The syllable Hrim is a composite sound. It's a composite sound created by Ha, Ra, Im. Hrim. And this is the sound that is also known to be a composition of Shiva Shakti. So this syllable is the combined Shiva and Shakti together. The syllable Hrim or the Bijakshara Hrim. And so you would have seen or you'll hear usually this Bijakshara used by Tantrikas or Devi Upasakas, etc. But you will not hear it so much in Vedic chants. You'll not hear it generally in Sahasranamams, Vishnu Sahasranamam. Lalita Sahasranamam, maybe I don't know if Hrim is being used, but if at all it will be used in Lalita Sahasranamam. But usually you will not find it in many other places. So it's it's one of the considered to be a sacred syllable. Okay.
Hrimkari Hrimati Hridya.
Hrimati Vidya Heyo Pade. Correct. So it is used. It is used in Lalita Sahasranama. And the as I said, this syllable is a combination of Shiva and Shakti because it ends with The sound ends with See, usually anything that aha that ends with aha is a masculine sound. Anything that ends with e is a feminine sound. A is a feminine sound, right? Names are like that: Shri Vidya, Meera, Kalpaka, or Lakshmi, Gayatri. These are the names are, right? Masculine names usually end with a visarga. So usually, generally in Sanskritam, it is like that. When it ends with im, it is both of them come together, the masculine and the feminine. A, E, aha, all these sounds when they come together. Even in Omkara, you see is the closing sound. Akara, Ukara, Makara. So that way the Hrim is a combination of Shiva and Shakti. Now, in this case, what Adi Shankara is describing is that we have given Devi Snanam in the previous mantra. If you remember, we have given her Snanam, we have applied Manjal. In fact, if you remember, we said we will apply, what is that, Chandanam, Manjal and all that, and she's been waiting. We said she'll be waiting in that Mancha Kapu for 1 week and we'll come and visit her this week, right? So there she was there. We had done all of the beautiful alankaram to her and we put manjal, kumkumam and all of that, and then she's waiting in that form. And now he is dressing her up. Okay? But he's saying that you are Hrimkara mantra, Hrimkara Ankita mantra Lakshita Tano. So it means that your body itself is the Hrimkara mantra. Tanuhu means body. Your body is the Hrimkara. The sound of Hrimkara is essentially your body. Hmm? Your body is made up of the sound of Hrim. Now, how is that possible? What it means is sound and form are very closely tied to each other. We know this. Nama, Rupa. Every sound will have a form that can be associated with it, and every form has a fundamental vibration or sound. Sound means vibration, and every vibration will, however subtle it is, if we are able to observe the sound, it will create some kind of a form in space. That is why we chant mantras and all of that, because these mantras can manifest. If you know the right mantras to chant, the right ucharanam we do, create the right sound patterns, it can manifest the form. Like Vishwamitra got Gayatri mantra, right? So Gayatri mantra, he heard and he saw the form. So the form and the sound was conjoined. When he saw that form, he heard the sound. Tat Savitur Varenyam. He heard that. And so the form and the sound are correlated. It is essentially the frequency of the form. Sound is nothing but the frequency of the form. So here Shankara is saying that she is the form of Hrimkara, which means Hrim Akara, or she is the form of the sound Hrim. Hrim is a sound, Akara is form. So Hrimkara. So you are of the form of Hrim. Ankita mantra lakshita tanuhu. Your body is composed of this mantra, Hrimkara mantra. And then what am I doing on that form? Hema chalat sanchitaihi ratnaihi ujjwalam uttariya sahitam. So I am studying it with precious stones from Hemachala. Himachala, which means from Himalayas. From Himalayas, Himachala, I am going Sanchitaihi. Sanchitaihi means that which has been excavated or carved out or collected from. Sanchitaihi, to collect from. That which has been collected from Himachala, those ratnaihi, ujjwalam uttariya sahitam, on your upper garment. Uttariyam சொல்லுவோம்ல, uttariyam, those who are familiar with this, we wear, underneath we wear a veshti, but on the top you put angavastram. Angavastram is also called as uttariyam, the upper garment. That uttariyam, he is studying it with ratna, ujjwala ratna, ratnair ujjwalam uttariya sahitam kausubha varnam shukam. It is in the color of kausubha, saffron color, varnam shukam. It is in that color what the uttariya. The upper garment is of that color, which is kausubha varnam shukam. Then mukta santati yajna sutram amalam. So then I am putting a sacred thread on you. Mukta santati yajna sutra. Yajna sutra is what? Punal. In some households, men wear, right? Brahmin families, men wear what is called as yajnopavitam or yajna sutra, which means, why is it called yajna sutra? Because it's a thread, a sutra that has been purified by yajna. And here the yajna sutra is not just a normal yajna sutra, it's a sauvarna. It is made up of sauvarna tantu. Tantu is a thread. So this yajnopavitam is made up of sauvarna tantu, which means golden thread. Udbhavam, it has come from sauvarna tantu udbhavam. From a sauvarna tantu, which means a suvarna tantu, which means a golden thread. It is risen from a golden thread. What has risen? Udbhavam means to come from. What has come? The Yajna Sutram. Amalam. It is pure, sacred. Malam means dirty. Amalam is that which is pure, that which is purified. Yajna Sutram Amalam. It is purified by Yajna. In a yajna or a homa, this tantu or this thread has been sanctified and it becomes a yajnopavitam. And what are we doing? We are putting it on her. Mukta santati yajna sutra mamalam, made of pure gold. I am putting all of this in a and we are creating a mukta. Mukta means pearls. Like pearls, I'm creating these ratna that I've collected from Himachala, putting it like a string of pearls, and I'm putting it on the golden yajnopavitam and putting it on you. So imagine Devi is already yellowish in color. So this kausubha is not necessarily always saffron. It could also be referred to as yellowish color. Saffron is also kind of yellowish, right? So it's yellowish in color, and that yellowish color, she is yellowish in color because of the previous shloka where we have applied manjal and chandanam on her, right? Manjal and chandanam we have applied on her and she is yellow in color. And now she is wearing uttariyam, which is kausubha varnam shukam. Kausubha varna, it's also yellowish. It's got a yellowish hue. And then we are putting a Yajnopavitam, which is a punal. We are putting a punal on her, which is golden in color. That is also yellowish in color. So this whole form, imagine it's fully yellow. It's yellowish. Manja kapu potu, when you go to a temple, particularly you go to Subramanyam Kovil. Subramanya temple you go when there is manja kapu put to Subramanya. It looks very beautiful. Looks very beautiful. I mean, generally Subramanya Swami is always he's made to look very beautiful, right? He's a Kumara, he's good looking young man. And when you put manja kapu on him and then you take out the manjal from the eyes, chandana or manjal kapu, you take out the from the eyes and it's just this part is black and everything is yellowish in color. It looks very beautiful. And this form is of the sound of Harimkara. The Adi Shankara is introducing here the correlation between the sound and the color also. So if you want to meditate upon the sound of Harim, you can meditate on when you're chanting the sound Harim, you can visualize the color yellow or golden color. You visualize the golden color. So this whole form is in golden color. The sound is Hreem that you're listening or you're chanting, and she is sitting fully in all kinds of gold, yellowish colored garments, and then she's also got a punal or a yajnopavitam which is golden in color. And the whole thing is amalam. It is pure. Yajnopavitam, Yajna Sutram Amalam. And Yajna, what is the color of fire? If somebody's got to go ask a child to draw fire, first color it will pick up is yellow. So fire is also yellowish in color. Not the, sadly, if children look at only gas stoves today, they will say it is blue in color. The fire that comes from our gas stove is blue. But that's not that's because of the gas there. It assumes a different color. But the actual natural color of fire is yellowish. So from the yellowish fire, from the yajna, the pure golden sutra has been formed, and she is sitting there, golden hue, and the sound of Hreem is emanating from her because her form is Hreemkara mantra. She is the whole Hreemkara mantra is her form. Tanuhu. Her form is Hreemkara mantra. And then from this sound is coming, and then she is also wearing this Mangal Sutra, which is yellowish and golden color. And this whole form, we're spending so much time on this, is because we register this form in our minds. Golden color, soul golden color. And we listen to the sound Hrim. And I said this is Hrim is Shiva and Shakti together. Okay. In yogic sciences, in yoga, one of the colors that is dominant in the Agnya Chakra, one of the dominant colors is gold. So, of course, there are there are three colors there. There's blue, there's white, and gold. But gold is a certain dominant color in the Agnya. So when a yogi meditates and he meditates on the Ajna, this is the experience, Adi Shankara is saying, this is the experience he gets of Hreem, the sound of Hreem and the color of gold, and it is Shiva and Shakti both, which means what? There is no, there is a balance of energies there. Hmm? So this is the experience. Hrimkarankita mantra lakshita tanuhu. Hemachalat sanchitaihi. Having collected from Himachala. And again, Himachala is what? Himalayas. And Himalaya is also the word Hima also means gold. The word Hema means gold word. And it comes from the word Hima, which is snow, and the snow which appears gold when the sunlight falls on it. Those have had this chance to see a snow-peaked mountain, a mountain with snow peaks, and when the sunlight falls on it, it looks absolutely stunning. Those who had come for the Badrinath Yatra would remember. Early in the morning, we got up and we came out. We saw the Naranarayana Parvata.
Kailasha அப்படிதான்.
Kailash is exactly like that.
அது especially back side next day morning before we
On
leave
day two.
day two.
On day two. So it is fabulous. The top peak it'll be stunning gold. You'll just wonder how come that color of gold is appearing there. You can imagine yellow, but this will appear like really there is a gold cap. When you go to Tirupati, how the Vimana or the Melako on this thing, Gopuram, there is gold. That kind of gold color it will appear. Really beautiful. Now that is the place from where I have collected the Ratna. Hemachalat Sanchitaihi. Hemachalat Sanchitaihi. From there I have collected again the Ratna, probably golden in color. Precious stones, golden precious stones I've collected. I've come and I've studied already your yellow, goldish, golden in color. I've put some more gold on it. So this is the visualization of this mantra, this whole verse. Hrimkarankita mantra lakshita tanuhu hemachalat sanchitaihi ratnair ujjwalam ujjwalam. It is shining. The ratnas are all shining. Ujjwala. Gold is shining. Uttariya sahitam. On your upper garment. Kausumbha varnam shukam. It is the varna or the color of Kausumbha. Mukta santati yajna sutram amalam sauvarna tantudbhavam. Dattam devi dhiya mayetad akilam santushtaye kalpata. So this is how I visualize you, O mother. I visualize you in this kind of color and I meditate upon you. And this is the place where in the last 4 shlokas you would notice the 4 verses he did not mention the this he mentions doesn't mention the bijakshara specifically. He tells the bijakshara. He says kallo lol sita. So you figure out the bijakshara as ka. But here in this mantra, he specifically mentions Hrimkarankita. So he's saying this mantra, Hrim mantra. So he's mentioning that Hrim mantra, you are the Akara, you are the form. So here is giving special importance to the Hrim mantra. Right? So with this, the first 5, as I said, the Panchadasakshari has 15 and the first 5 are covered through this. I just wanted to quickly show you I remember I said I'll show you how the form of the mantra is. I had put a diagram to explain this. Hmm. Hmm. Share this for a moment. Okay. See, this is the mantra that we are talking about. Panchadasakshari. The first 5 we covered now. Ka, E, I, La, Hrim. And then we've got the next 6 and then the 4. That put together becomes Panchadasakshari. And these are the Bijaksharas. Each one is a Bijakshara. And the thing that repeats is Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. So look at this. Okay. And so here you see Ka, Ha. These are Shiva sounds. A, I, La, Sa. These are all Shakti sounds. And Hrim is a combination sound. Shiva Shakti. Yeah. So today we saw what is called as the Vagbhava Kuta. So the first 5 mantras constitute the face of Devi. The next 6 mantras, syllables, constitute the Madhya Kuta from the neck down up till the waist. And the third Shakti Kuta is from the waist up till the feet. Generally, just to show how the form, the whole Panchadasakshari is Devi's form itself. Right? So what we saw, again, not getting into too much details because of course, I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to pick up and start chanting this because these require Diksha. The Panchadasakshari requires initiation. But we can definitely chant Adi Shankara's Mantra Matruka Pushpamala because it has those in it. The first syllable has it. And whatever effect that you get. So what is happening here? You see the interlace of Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti interlace is going. And then you have both of them at Hrim. Same thing with the Madhyakuta also, Shiva and Shakti, Shiva and Shakti. And then both of them together. Third, both of them together. This is the journey that keeps happening within us. The Shiva and Shakti, the Ida and the Pingala, the right and the left, the duality. You keep getting beaten between the dualities, and then you come to the center, which is the Sushumna. So that in the first 5 verses, in the first Vagbhava Kuta or the first set of the Panchadasakshari, the Hrim is given us the visualization of gold color. Adi Shankara has given us the gold visualization of the gold color. So we can use that as a see, these are very subtle things that are there in the mantra or in the verse itself, right? And we can pick it up. Nobody stops us from using these subtle messages that comes through. And this is what great masters do. They embed certain subtle messages through the verse, which may appear on the outside. It just appears, oh, mother, I'm getting gold from here. I'm studding you with Ratna. And then I'm doing Arati. I'm doing Abhisheka. I'm doing Alankara. All of this is nice. It develops devotion, all of that. But he's also giving some subtle suggestions here, right? Listen to the sound Hreem. Listen, observe the. Because he himself has said you can say Hreem. So say Hreem and think of gold. Think of the gold color, right? It's a beautiful way to meditate upon Devi. Okay. All right. So we'll pause here with that. Hreemkarankita mantra lakshita tano hemachalan sanchitaihi रत्नैरुज्ज्वलम् उत्तरीयसहितं कौसुम्भवर्णां शुकम् मुक्तासन्ततियज्ञसूत्रममलं सौवर्णतन्तूद्भवम् दत्तं देवि धिया मयैतदखिलं सन्तुष्टये कल्पताम् ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सदाशिवायेति समर्पयामि जगदम्बिकेति समर्पयामि सद्गुरुनाथायेति समर्पयामि हरि ओम तत्सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम हरि ओम
हरि ओम हरि ओम।